We're in Kawani province. What have you got for us?
Kawani's a major hub for the cartel's smuggling operations. We're talking about a sophisticated network of planes, trains, and cargo trucks carrying upwards of 30 tons of powder across the border. The network is the brainchild of an American national by the name of Boston Reed. Reed's a bush pilot who's been flying for Nydia Flores at El Boquita for years, and eventually worked his way into management.
How do we get Reed?
That's the tricky part. Reed's cagey as fuck. He stays in hiding most of the time, preferring to work through middlemen. Psych profile says he's clinically paranoid, but I think there's more to it than that.
Like what?
Money transfers that don't add up, message traffic to unknowns across the border, flights that don't correspond to cartel shipping routines. Reed's moving more than powder, and he doesn't want Sueño to know about it. We've been getting reports of cartel activity around the train cemetery for some time now. See what you can find out.
¿Qué haces? You got any chisme about the cartel or the sicarios? Gracias.
Nomad, I just uploaded Boston Reed's CIA profile video. Should help you track him down here in Kawani.
Hang back.
The Mama and Papa Reed raised little Boyer on apple pie and the Red Sox. Since graduating from high school, Boyer Boston Reed has done everything he could to shed that clean-cut image of his youth. Looking for adventure, Reed left his hometown of Lexington, Massachusetts, and became a bush pilot in South America. Medical records also tell a saga of gonorrhea, hep C, and herpes. As a pilot, he stayed clean for a number of years, but one fateful day, he met El Boquita. Within days, Reed was flying Santa Blanca's coke to Georgia, Florida, and the Carolinas. With the drug smuggling came the money, and Reed loves to spend it. He's chummy with Boquita, who gave him that nickname Boston because of his accent. Make no mistake, Reed may play hard, but he works harder. Now based out of Kawani, he coordinates all of Santa Blanca's smuggling by air. He uses temporary airstrips, and his own people don't know where they are until the last possible moment. When he's working, Boston Reed is impossible to locate. And you're gonna find him.
I found a Santa Blanca medal. This'll make a nice souvenir.
We've got intel on cartel activity at the train cemetery. Check the place out and see what you can find.
Tour group, I'll eat my fucking boot.
You think this is connected to Reed?
Only one way to find out.
What about the friendlies?
Cut him loose.
Hold on.
Besides the cartel activity up ahead.
Looks like Bowman was right. What's the play, boss?
Let's find the asshole in charge and see what he can tell us.
Okay.
Hell, give. You want a deal? How's this? Give me Reed, and maybe I don't blow your brains out.
Aguanta. Look, I don't know where he is, okay? Reed does everything to his middleman.
What about these people? Where are they from?
There's 5 or 6 villages Reed likes to hit. Places where people disappear and no one asks any questions. Así de simple.
And the cartel, they get a cut too.
No. We keep this to ourselves. Sueño would send every one of us to El Pozolero if he found out.
I want a list of these villages you've been targeting. Now.
Tranquis, okay? Whatever you say. But you didn't get it from me, all right? ¿Está claro?
You're in bad shape. Take cover.
India Hotel 39, you're off the glide path. Aboard your landing and come around for another pass.
Negative. I'm coming in now.
You're too low. You'll never reach the runway.
I can't keep this bitch in the air. She's too heavy. I don't got enough fuel to try again.
I repeat, abort immediately.
Shut the fuck up. I know what I'm doing.
This is your last warning.
Yeah? Well, what the fuck are you gonna do? Take away my smuggler's license? Now, shut the fuck up and let me concentrate.
Got anything?
Could be. It's a work schedule for one of the air traffic controllers at the Kawani airport. It just so happens that this guy's always on duty when the cartel's got a flight plan.
What a coincidence.
Let's track this guy down and see what he knows about Reed. I've been wanting one of these.
Hey, kid. I got a lead on that air smuggling operation Boyer Boston Reed is running. Me and La Plaga met up with him at one of those cartel cat houses in Kawani. God, that boy had 3 chicas in there with him. You believe that?
When you
what do
dad
do
bird
with 3
approaching,
chicas?
stay down.
I can
I'm
figure
on.
out what you do with 2, but what do you do with the third one? You think they take breaks? Like, one sits in the dugout while the other 2 play? Anyway, Boston was drunk as a skunk, and it was pretty easy to get him talking. Just like you figured, he's setting up temporary airstrips out in the salt flats. He kind of joked around about these guys he has working for him, guys that know the locations of all these airstrips and the times that they get set up. Boston kept talking about some dudes named the Guerrero brothers. Wouldn't really go into them, though. I'll drop you a line when I find out more.
Weapons case here. Oh, I could use this. Nice. Bowman, we got intel on a truck depot in Kawani that coordinates all the shipments moving through the province.
Bravo, Zulu. That's just what we need.
What's the play? You want us to shut it down?
No, we take out the depot, they'll just relocate somewhere else, and we won't be any closer to figuring out the rest of the pipeline. The keys to the whole Kawani smuggling network are in that depot. Routes, destinations, cargo manifests, the works. We need to sneak into the depot and copy their files. Then we'll have everything we need.
We?
I'm with you in spirit. That counts, right?
Good to go.
So we are the meat at the border, and Tito has some low-level product.
We've got intel on a depot that coordinates with the overland smuggling across Kawani. I need you to infiltrate the depot and get me copies of their schedules and smuggling routes.
Go now. Remember, we don't want Santa Blanca to know we even got close to it.
Security is tight. We're gonna need to get a little creative to make it past those guards.
The guards are letting cartel vehicles inside without inspecting them. That could be our way in.
We can fall back to the road, hijack a car or truck, and roll into the depot.
I spotted cartel trucks outside the depot. Let's do this.
Copy. Relaying enemy locations now.
Looks like transit schedules and smuggling routes through the province. This is what we're looking for. We've got the pictures we need. Let's wait.
We're clear. No signs of alarm.
I'm pushing the intel to Bowman now. This should fill in some of the blanks about Kawani's distribution network.
This is Bowman. I've got another mission for you.
Let's hear it.
The intel you obtained from the truck depot turned out to be a fucking gold mine. Delivery schedules, convoy routes, the whole nine. Schedule says another convoy's getting ready to head out. It's a big one. We're talking upwards of 4 tons of product hidden in the trucks. I'm pushing the location to you now. Go take it out.
Copy that. We're on it.
We've got word that a massive shipment of cocaine is being transported by convoy to Brazil. Make sure those trucks don't reach the border.
Destroyed. Cartel just took a big fucking hit to their bottom line. This is a nice with my boots. Awesome. I could put this to use.
Santa Muerte. Bless these planes and their pilots as they carry their precious cargo over the mountains and into the hands of our buyers. Lay your Santissima hand upon them and grant them good weather in day or night. Let them take off easily and land with grace. Bless the engines and the fuel lines. Bless the flaps and the elevators. Bless the rivets, the wire, and the duct tape holding these old birds together. Amen.
Amen.
This will go nice with my boots. Radio transmitter. Let's hit the switch and get it rocking.
That's sure to bring some cartel muscle out to try to censor it.
I called Pakatari for some reinforcements.
Hit the dirt.
Message sent. The rebels are gonna give Santa Blanca hell after this.
Helicopter, get down.
I can put this to use.
Get down, chopper. Take cover.
We're wasting time. Let's get a move on.
We're clear over here.
Nice job. Cutting the cartel chatter will make things easier for rebel operations. There's only one fucking reason I haven't beat every one of your teeth out of your mouth and fed them to you already. I need you to be able to speak to your boss when you see him and tell him he's in for much worse. Your legs, though? Your arms? You could still talk without those, right?
Oh God, no. I talk so much better when I'm not in pain. So much better!
Much as I like fucking with these assholes, part of me thinks we shouldn't have let him walk away.
Nah, man. Humiliation's worse than a bullet to a macho dude like that. The rebels are gonna love this.
We've got intel on an air traffic controller working for the cartel. Grab him and find out what he knows about Reed's operation.
See, let's move in. Quédate quieto.
Leave me alone! Por favor, ¿qué quiere? ¿Es de Santa Blanca? ¿Unidad? What do you want?
We know you work with Boston Reed. Don't bother denying it. It'll just get you hurt.
Está bien. Whatever you say.
I want to know about his movements. Where does he go the most?
En Media Luna, pues. East of here. Due east. There's an airstrip in the bush he makes deliveries to. When the Jefe Reed needs to meet a buyer, he has me send a code over to the network to a buyer in Media Luna. The buyer meets him at the airstrip to collect the shipment.
Give me that code. Then show me the computer you used to send it.
Está bien. It's right here.
Copter, get down.
Code sent. Now we need to get to that airstrip.
We gonna rock all the way to Media Luna, boss?
I had another plan in mind.
We gonna rock all the way to Media Luna, boss?
I had another plan in mind. One of those crates outside ought to be fueled up.
They're on alert.
Bowman, this is Nomad. What have you got on Media Luna?
That province is all Unidad. A thug in uniform calling himself El Comandante is considered top dog out there. He's assisting Santa Blanca with security, especially against the rebels. We have to break up this little romance between Unidad and Santa Blanca, but since El Comandante always wears a mask, we have no idea who he is.
We'll look into that mystery for you and see if we can't make things uncomfortable for Santa Blanca along the way. Got eyes on the buyer. Careful who you shoot. Still need that scumbag alive.
Contact, parking area. I got you, man. Just hold on.
Get after him.
Say the word.
Ready? Open fire.
We'll go.
Easy. Come
Clear
in.
over here.
Pero por favor, no me lastime. I'm just a businessman.
Boston Reed, where is he?
I don't know where he is, okay? Everything goes through his middleman. I make an order and he delivers it, that's it.
An order for what?
People, okay? Men, women, you know.
What happens to these people you buy?
Depends. Most of the girls end up as sex slaves. The men get put to work.
Some just get cut up and used for their organs. You know how much a young kidney's worth?
You paying cash?
Usually, yeah. Fucking suitcases full.
Usually?
Last time I came up short, it was a rush order, and I didn't have enough money on hand. Had to wire the rest to one of Reed's bank accounts. Motherfucker was pissed. But what else could I do? Sure, yeah. I'll write it down, and then we're done here, right? You go your way, and I go mine, right?
We're starting to put the pieces together. I'll upload the bank info to Bowman. Between that and the list of villagers targeted by Reed's people, she ought to be able to come up. I'll upload the bank info to Bowman. Between that and the list of villagers targeted by Reed's people, she ought to be able to come up with some solid leads.
That's all you got from Kwani, and I think I've got a line on Reed.
Let's hear it.
I cross-referenced security camera footage at Reed's bank. We suspect the human traffickers operating around the villages we provided. Got 2 hits. Brothers Carlos and Fernando Guerrero, a.k.a. Los Enterradores.
The Undertakers?
Nasty pieces of work. They specialize in snatching people right out of their beds. If half of what the locals say about them is true, they're a pair of fucking monsters.
We're sure they're working for Reed.
They withdrew funds from the bank account you gave me a couple of days ago.
Where can I find these assholes?
Triangulating off their cell phones now. Stand by for coordinates. I hit on Carlos's phone. I'm sending you his location now.
You don't sound like that's a good thing.
Carlos is the dumb one. It's his brother Hernando that's most likely got info on Reed.
We need to find Carlos. Follow him to his brother Hernando.
Just be careful. If Carlos catches you following him, he'll find some way to warn Hernando. We'll never catch him then.
Understood. He'll never know we're there. That kink in the cartel's comms will give the rebels a reason to grow some balls. So they can collect this. Signed, sealed, and delivered. Now the... I've been wanting one of these. We'll leave the plane here and let the rebels know where to find it. Oh, I could use this. Hell. Well, there's always another chopper out there somewhere, right? Ping the chopper's location to the rebels so they can take ownership.
Find the Guerrero brothers and get them to give up everything they know about Boston Reed.
Carlos.
That dude? You can't be serious. My 12-year-old daughter could beat the shit out of him.
Let's try not to spook him. We just need to hang back and let him lead us to his brother.
Okay, here we go.
That Hernando?
Gotta be.
These no-loads are the fucking Undertakers? The ones all the locals are so scared of?
What now?
We grab Hernando and get him to tell us where Reed's hiding.
What about Carlos?
Fuck him. He's just an obstacle now. Hernando's the one.
Ready. Call the shot.
On the mission.
What about Carlos?
Fuck him. He's just an obstacle now.
No mames, dale. It's just them and their mamita now. Way out in the middle of nowhere. It would be so easy.
This ain't like a bar where you put some props in their drink. What if one of them screams and wakes up Mama?
Then we fucking take care of her. Chingados, man. We're los pinches enterradores, bro. Try to fucking act like it.
You sure they're twins? Neta, güey. Porque luego tú...
A huevo! I've seen them myself. It's like looking in a fucking mirror. And they're right, man. I'm telling you. We grab them, take them somewhere quiet, fucking kick back and enjoy ourselves till Reed's got another order. Then we throw the girls in with the rest and send them over the border. It's perfect. Da de no mamar el plan.
Engaging.
Silencio. Marche.
Please! I give up! What is this? Who the fuck are you?
Where's Reed?
Who? I got no idea who that is.
Don't bullshit me, Hernando. You either tell me where I can find Reed, or I make sure El Sueño knows all about your little human trafficking ring.
I don't know where Reed is. Fucker never shows his face unless he's got a shipment to make, or there's some kind of emergency.
I think this qualifies as an emergency. Don't you?
There's a special code. I enter it into a laptop at the airstrip. Reed gets the signal and comes to the airfield. That's it.
Give me the code. Then tell me where I can find this airfield. Bowman, we got the Guerrero brothers.
They give you any trouble?
What do you think?
So what'd you get?
A code that'll
Now, where were we? So what'd you get?
A code that'll summon Reed to an airfield not too far away. When he turns up, we'll be waiting.
Outstanding. Go get him, hotshot.
Boston, it's Nidia. Been a while. I wanted to check and see how things are going in Kawani.
The weather's good, but the red llama is sick.
The what?
The red
Target
llama
eliminated.
is sick.
You've got llamas?
The llama. You know what I'm talking about. The one named Antonio.
No more
He's
tangos
off
here.
his feed.
We good?
Madre
Shit
de
got close for a
Dios.
second there.
No, I don't know what the hell you're talking about. Will you stop with the fucking codes?
This line's not secure, Nidia. Anybody could be listening.
Nobody cares, Reed. It's Bolivia, for God's sake. Just tell me what's going on.
Everything's fine. Planes are in good shape and flights are going out on time. Only problem's Antonio. Guy's a fucking cowboy. He's undependable. Never know when the shipment's coming in from Ojocoyo. If it comes in at all.
There. Was that so fucking hard? I'll have a talk with Antonio.
We've got a location and the code we need to draw Reed out of hiding. Let's set a trap for this son of a bitch and take him out.
Strip now.
Opening fire on these fuckers.
Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on. Send the codes to Reed. I'm entering the codes now. Reed should be receiving the signal. He'll show up any second. Set up for the ambush.
Hit the dirt.
Been free.
Escort destroyed. Helo's finished. Looks like they're feeling froggy.
Tango down. Let's notify Bowman. Bowman, Boston Reed is no longer on the playing board. Good. Should have seen the human trafficking angle. It's been a big problem here for a long while. Of course, someone in Santa Blanca is gonna bloody his paw with it. I feel like an asshole. We stopped Boston Reed and freed a few innocent folks. It's a good day. Better than others, anyway. Bowman out.
Nidia finally had the answer to her problems.
A convoy.
The investors in Mexico wanted their money. This whole time she had been trying to sneak it out to them.
Why sneak when we can force it through? Reinforced armor, heavily armed, multiple trucks, helicopter patrols, carrying $17 billion.
Mira, you can't be serious. If we lose that money, it's over. When we're killed, what happens to Valeria?
There is no other way.
No, Reina, we're not doing it.
Ay, Boquita, corazón. I'm not asking. I'm telling.
And who do you expect to lead this convoy?
You're the only man I trust with something this important.
But what if I don't make it back?
I would never let that happen.
This is Bowman. I just got word from an informant that El Baquita's planning something big in Kawani. What do we know? Nidia and El Baquita are desperate to get cash to Santa Blanca's investors in Mexico. They're putting together a convoy for a big shipment headed north. This is a Hail Mary. If they can't make this happen, El Sueño's not going to be pleased. We got a location on this convoy? My informant didn't say. Get with him and find out what he knows. I'm sending you coordinates for a meet. Roger that. We're on it. Grounding their planes has cut Santa Blanca's output in the province by 2/3. What about the overland routes? The data you got from the truck depot is allowing us to map the entire operation from beginning to end. Once we're sure we have everything, we'll notify law enforcement across the border and coordinate a series of raids. It'll be a disaster for the cartel. The locals, too. Santa Blanca employed a hell of a lot of people to operate those trucks. That's above my pay grade. You want to put people to work? Try the Peace Corps. I'll keep that in mind. Nomad out.